Have you ever stood in front of a mirror and thought, why can't I just do what I say I'll do? Why do I keep failing myself? You're not alone. Most people don't struggle because they're lazy. They struggle because they're at war with themselves. The real enemy? It's not time. Not circumstances. It's the voice in your head that says, you can do it later. That voice that seduces you into comfort, distraction, and procrastination. That voice has a name: lack of discipline. And if you want to master anything in life, your health, your career, your purpose, discipline is the sword you must learn to wield. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Daniel. Intelligent, kind, full of ideas. Every year he made a list of goals: write a book, lose weight, start a business. And every year, he made the same list again. Not because he didn't want those things, but because he never followed through. His days started with good intentions, but slowly slipped into distractions: Netflix, snacks, mindless scrolling. He told himself he needed a break. He deserved rest. But deep down, he knew it wasn't rest. It was avoidance. His biggest enemy wasn't the world. It was his comfort zone. And here's the truth: we are programmed for comfort. Evolution designed your brain to avoid pain and seek safety. That's why you resist workouts, avoid difficult conversations, or postpone important tasks. But here's the twist: growth only happens when you step into discomfort. When you leave the cave of routine and face the unknown. You've heard of fear of failure. But have you met its twin? Fear of success. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Why would we fear getting what we want? Because success changes things. It demands more from you. It destroys excuses. It exposes you. And somewhere in your mind, that voice whispers, if you win, people will expect more. What if you can't keep up? So you stay in the shadows. You sabotage your own progress. Not because you're incapable, but because you're afraid of becoming someone greater than you've known. Every time you set a goal, a second voice rises. You've failed before. Who do you think you are? What if you look stupid? This voice isn't you. It's your conditioning. Born from past rejections, harsh words, or childhood wounds. It's the inner enemy, and it thrives on your self-doubt. But once you see it, you can fight it. Let's break this down into a path you can follow. Step by step. Simple, but powerful. 1. Clarify your goals. Vague goals lead to vague results. If your goals are cloudy, your focus will scatter. Be specific. Not I want to get fit, but I want to run 5 kilometers in under 30 minutes in 60 days. Break your life into categories. Health, physical fitness, nutrition, rest. Wealth, career, side hustle, investments. Relationships, family, friends, love. Purpose, your calling, contribution, fulfillment. Ask yourself, what do I really want in each of these? Write it down. 2. Break it down. Big dreams are beautiful, but they can paralyze you. Break the mountain into stepping stones. A book becomes a page a day. A business becomes one product, one customer. This isn't lowering the bar. It's building a ladder. Every goal should be broken into weekly, even daily tasks. Why? Because success is nothing more than compounded daily effort. 3. Create micro habits. Discipline isn't about willpower. It's about systems. When you wake up, do you decide to brush your teeth? No, it's automatic. That's a habit. Now imagine having 10 of those working for your dreams. Attach new habits to existing ones. Want to meditate? Do it right after brushing. Want to read more? Replace scrolling before bed. Start so small it's impossible to fail. 5 push-ups. 2 minutes of journaling. 1 glass of water. Consistency matters more than intensity. 4. Remove temptation. Don't fight temptation. Eliminate it. Remove the snacks from your kitchen. Delete the apps that consume your time. Use tools that block distractions. Turn off notifications. Design an environment where doing the right thing is easy and doing the wrong thing is inconvenient. Because your surroundings influence you more than you realize. 5. Prioritize self-care. This isn't about luxury. It's about sustainability. You can't show up for your goals if you're always drained. You need rest, movement, nourishment, and stillness. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Drink water. Eat foods that fuel. Get sunlight. Move your body daily. When your body thrives, your mind sharpens. And discipline becomes less of a battle. 6. Move in silence. Stop announcing your goals on day 1. Why? Studies show that sharing a goal too soon gives a false sense of achievement. Worse, it opens the door to judgment. Keep your vision sacred. Let your results be the loudest thing about you. Discipline grows in the dark. Protect your process. 7. Embrace the pain. Growth hurts. That's the deal. You will be sore. You will be tired. You will doubt. But every painful rep, every boring day, every lonely decision, you are building something unseen. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. And that will always require sacrifice. But here's the twist: when you embrace the struggle, it stops being punishment. It becomes purpose. Discipline isn't loud. It doesn't get applause. But it wins wars. It's found in early mornings, quiet focus, boring routines, and lonely victories. It's showing up when no one's watching. Especially when no one's watching. So stop waiting to feel motivated. Start acting like the person you're becoming. 1 step at a time. Daniel, the man from earlier, he didn't transform overnight. But he stopped needing permission. He stopped negotiating with his lesser self. He made discipline his daily decision. It started small. He swapped 30 minutes of Netflix for 30 minutes of writing. He walked instead of scrolled. He journaled his wins, no matter how tiny. Within 3 months, he had lost weight, not just physically, but the emotional weight of guilt and regret. His book? Halfway done. His mindset? Sharper than ever. He wasn't perfect, but he was finally moving. Consistently. Quietly. Powerfully. That's the magic of discipline. It doesn't transform your life in a day, but it does transform your days. And that changes everything. You want to master discipline? You don't need more motivation. You need a system. You don't need to become someone else. You need to return to who you really are beneath the noise. That version of you, the focused, relentless, powerful one, is already there, waiting to be chosen. So when that lazy voice whispers again, smile. And do the opposite. This is Inspiration Codex, where we don't just dream, we do. If this struck a chord with you, give it a like. Share it with someone fighting their own inner war. And hit subscribe, because we're building a tribe of thinkers, doers, and warriors just like you. Until next time, remember, your mind is your battlefield. Your habits are your weapons. And discipline? That's your edge. Now go, and win your day.